This drape looks complicated, but it's really not at all. It is so easy. So if you're a beginner, no worries at all. You're going to make yours in minutes. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly how to draft this cowl drape with side pleats. So it falls nicely, then it sits properly, and then actually looks professional. Now, once you understand the technique we're going to use here, you're never going to struggle with drapes again. But as always, before we dive in, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and then share this with your sewing buddies so we can all learn together. Now go grab your pattern making tools. Let's get right into it, okay? So you're going to get your front bodice block, and then you're going to trace it exactly like this. Now, once you've done that, the first thing we're going to do would be, if you look at the neckline, you will notice that the neckline is slightly wide. So we are going to, from our neckline here, you're going to mark, say, about 4 cm. So I'm just placing my mark there. And then on this side, you're also going to mark 4 cm as well. And then we're going to extend the shoulder because this part covers a little bit of the arm. Now you're going to extend the shoulder, say about 9 cm. So from here now, you just extend it, say about 9 cm, like so, or 10 cm. It really depends on you. And then you connect it nicely to this part, like this. Now, when you want to join it or when you want to stitch it, you are going to drop it down. This is your armhole, so you're just going to drop it down, say about 3 cm. So you're going to leave this part open so you will have space where you can, pass your hand through, and so that it will be free, okay? Now you're going to come to this side and do exactly the same thing. So whatever you use in extending that part, you're going to extend this part as well. I used 9 cm, so I'm also going to extend that part 9 cm. And then you connect it nicely to this part as well, okay? So once you've done that, the next thing for us to do would be for us to get the shape of the blouse. Now, if you notice, the blouse comes like this by the side. So we're just going to add a bit to the hemline. Say maybe I'm just going to add 2 cm. You can make yours wider, but 2 cm, I think 2 cm is just okay. So you just connect it like so that it kind of flares out a little bit. You can actually use your straight ruler to connect, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so you're going to have something like this, and then you're going to do exactly the same thing for this other side. Okay, so now you get the shape of your blouse. Now the next thing we want to do would be for us to draw our slash lines. Now before we draw slash lines to create the cowl on the top here on the neckline, let me trim off the excess paper. Okay, now you're going to have something like this. You're going to fold it on the center like so. So once you fold it, the next thing would be for us to draw our slash lines. Okay, so you place your meter rule here like this, and then you're going to draw 3 slash lines. So just measure, you're going to draw 2 slash lines here first. So I'm going to draw one here and then another one here. So from here to here, I'm using about 6.5, and then from here to here, about the same thing, like that. Okay, and then you come to this part here. Just measure from your underarm, or you measure from here, it doesn't really matter. Say about 10 cm. Good. Now you're going to determine where you want your cowl to stop. So for me, I'm just going to measure from here from here now, I'm just going to measure 12 cm. So from here to here, 12 cm. And then I'm also going to divide this part here. So I'm going to divide it into 3 parts. So from here to here, I'm marking 4 cm. Then from here to here, another 4 cm. So you have 3 lines here, or 3 points here where you want to slash this, where you want to draw your slash lines. Okay, now you're going to connect this first point here to this one. And then you connect the second point to this part like so. And then this third point here, you're also going to connect it nicely like so. So you see your 3 slash lines. Okay, now the next thing you want to do is you are going to cut them from here now to this part like that, but do not cut it through. So just cut like so. And then you open it nicely. Now you see the center line here, we are going to cut it. So I'm just going to cut it like this and cut this part as well. Now we get our plain sheet of paper and then spread it out. So I'm just going to spread it out in a way that these 2 parts will meet here like so, and then I'll use my sticky tape to hold it together in place. So on this part here, I'm just going to spread them out, say about 3 cm or 3.5 cm. So once you are happy with the way you have spread it out, now you are going to draw a straight line across it. Now you remember this point that we marked here. Remember that we took off from the neckline, we measured 4 cm because that's where our neckline will be. So you remember this point. So we are going to now draw a straight line across it like so. And then you are going to draw a facing for this part. So you're going to draw a facing of about 5 cm. So from here to here is 5 cm. And now I'm just going to fold on this part now. Okay, and then I'm going to trim off the excess paper. So you open it up and then trim off this other excess paper. Okay, so this part here is going to be your facing. Okay, good. Now once you've done that, the next thing you need to do now would be for us to create the drape on the side here. So you go to this side here and then you measure upwards, say 4 cm. From your waistline upwards 4 cm, and then you come here from your waistline downwards, you measure about 4 cm, and then you mark. Now you come to these other parts now, and then you're going to draw like 5 different slash lines. So you can mark 3 cm from here to here, 3 cm, and then you have another 3 cm like so, and then another 3 cm. And then another one. So we have 5 different lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you come to this part too, you also mark 5 different points. This is the first one. Then the next one will be 3 cm apart, like that, and like that. Okay, so now you're going to connect the points together. So the first point to the first point. So once you've done that, you are now going to slash the lines, but do not cut them through. So you slash from this side all the way down to these parts. Now you're going to get your plain sheet of paper and then spread them out. So now you are going to spread them out, and then you're going to just measure and spread them out. So you can spread them out about 5 cm, or you can spread them out about 4 cm. Just take note that the wider you spread them out, the fuller your pleats are going to be, okay? So let me spread them out here, say about 5 cm. Okay, so once you've spread them out like this, we are going to pleat them. So you're going to pleat from one end here, take one leg like this, and then place it on the second one, just like that. And then take this other one and then place it on the other leg. So pleat it like that until you get to the end, okay? Okay, so once you finish pleating them, you are going to trim off all the excess paper. Okay, so once you are done, you're going to have something like this. Let me open it up so you can see it very well. You see? So this is going to be your front pattern piece. We're going to cut it on the fabric later, very soon, so that you can see exactly how it looks like. But meanwhile, let us work on the back side. The back side is very simple and straightforward, okay? So for your back pattern, you're just going to mark from your neck here, from your neck tip here, 4 cm, just the way you did for the front part. And then you're going to drop it down, say about 2 cm or so, okay? Because the back is also slightly low. Now you're going to connect these 2 points together using your French curve. All right, good. And now you go to the shoulder tip. You are going to also add 9 cm or whatever you added to yours. And then you connect it nicely to this part here. Okay, and then you come to the hemline, and then you also create the shape. Okay, so you're going to have something like this. So take note, for both the front and the back, we are going to ignore these dots. Okay, so that is going to be your back side, and this is going to be cut on fold. All right, good. Now let's cut our front piece on the fabric so we can see exactly how it drapes, okay? So you get your fabric, and then please take note, for this blouse, please be sure to cut it on the bias. You are going to get a better result when you cut it on the bias, okay? Okay, so once you finish cutting it like that, please be sure to notch these your pleats so that you'll be able to pleat it very well. Give it a notch like this. So now you come to this part here, and then you're going to pleat it. Take one notch, place it on the other one, and then just use your pins to hold them together in place. Can you see? And then you just fold your neckline like so. Can you see? So now you can see this is controlled draping. Beautiful, right? There are no bulk. Everything is sitting exactly where it should. So once you understand this technique, you can use it on so many different styles, not on this blouse alone. Now, if this tutorial helped you, please don't just watch and go. Please remember to like this video, drop a comment for me. I really want to hear your thoughts. Let me hear them. Let me know if it was simple enough for you to understand, and if you like this blouse and would like to recreate it for yourself. And then if you are not already subscribed yet, please do well to subscribe and share with your sewing buddies so that we can all keep learning together. Now, if you want to go deeper, I teach this properly, step by step, inside my online school. The link is going to be in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in my next one. Until then, bye-bye.